Okay, so today I ran my first distant learning with my grade 11 class. So here, what I started to do, what I did in the beginning was I emailed the students just to meet in chat at a particular time, which was our class time. And here you can see I started this thread, and I just titled it the topic of the day. And you might notice sometimes you get these circles with numbers. It just expands it. So the way I started this was basically taking attendance. So I said time to check attendance. Who's here? They all chimed in, so I knew they were here. And then I just kind of explained kind of how we're using 3 different platforms from time to time. And some days we might only work in Google Classroom. Some days we might work in Classroom and chat, or chat and the Meets. So it will vary from day to day and lesson to lesson. But if we start here in chat, then I can at least set the objectives and the framework for the lesson or the activity. And then I opened up video meeting here. So I'll launch this. We went into it, and I'll show you kind of the layout of what I was working with. Okay, so here's the layout, and you can see I did a split window so I could see both at once. So on the right hand side over here is the screen that I shared with the students, and then over here on the left is the chat window. So these two here and here are exactly the same. And you can see here there's a chat dialog, so as I was explaining things and students had questions, they could type it in. In addition to this, you can see the people, so I was kind of switching back and forth from time to time. And if I click on the people, you will see this. So you can actually see who was involved or who was enrolled and active at a particular time. So if you have the ability to do the split screen, you can be working in one and then you can see the activity in the second one to make sure all the students are there. And like I said, you can kind of switch back and forth between people and chat. It takes a little time to get set up and get arranged and so on. Another opportunity would be to use the whiteboard with your pen. So if you wanted to write and show students how to work problems or something like that, you could use it in tablet mode with your pen. Is when you go into the meeting and you can share a window, and that window can be the whiteboard, and then the students can actually see you working. And you can also have the dialogue. Now, one thing that I did do with the Meets is I told the students to turn off their video. I did not want to see their faces. This will also decrease the demand on the bandwidth. I only wanted the audio, so when I was speaking, they could answer. Some students had a lot of background noise, so they chose to keep their mic off, and then they were just typing in. So those are some things we have to kind of work through. At the end of this, I had a discussion with the students regarding how they want to proceed forward, and they want to meet as we would regularly meet during the week. Some days we'll just kind of check in and I'll explain something briefly and they'll get started, or we might go into a more detailed lesson through these platforms. Okay, I hope that helps, and let me know if you have any questions or your experiences also. Thank you.